Good afternoon, grade 4. How are you today? I want to welcome you all for a new term. And if you still remember me, my name is Claire. So you can call me Teacher Clair. Alright, so kids, I'm so excited to teach you all. I will be your English teacher for this term. And I expect you to listen to me, participate, and I want us to have fun and enjoyable lesson together. Okay, so again kids, it's me, Teacher Claire, and I will be your English teacher. Alright, so let's move on with our topic for this our very first topic for this term. We are going to continue with where you ended up last time. So we are already on unit 6 of your English book, and the main topic for Unit 6 is sensational poems. Alright, again, let's say that again. Sensational poems. Alright, and there are 6 parts, and we are going to discuss 2 of them, which is number 1, talk about it. Talk about it. So you can say it, talk about it, or talk about it. Okay, and we have number 2, hear the sounds. Okay, all right, so let's move on. By the way, since our topic is about sensational poems, before we start, let's have a short activity. Okay, so please bring out your English book, and we have here a very short activity. Let's do it all together. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Please follow me. Close your eyes. Did you close your eyes? Okay. Listen and imagine the sights, sounds, and smells in the poem. Okay, so I'm going to read a poem, and by the way, after the video you have to read it on your own. Okay, all right, so again, I will be reading the poem and you have to close your eyes. Imagine the sights. When we say sights, imagine the place and the sounds and smells. Okay, mangroves, buzzing, singing Moses' room, silent biters, sandflies home, greens, browns, reds and blue, smoky fire, keep them from you, salty dampness, muddy banks, crab empires our tummies thank, fire smells salty air, good night sweet mangroves for secrets shared. All right, now open your eyes, and after that, by this time you can already imagine something based on the words that I just read. Right? And don't worry, because we'll discuss that more during our class. Again, you also have to read the poem. Okay? Alright? Okay, so moving on, let's answer the question. What word is used to describe the sound in the first stanza? So we are now talking about stanza, these words on the board. So for subtopic number 1, talk about it. We have vocabularies here that we are going to learn for this unit. So we have your senses. What are your senses again? We have major senses. We have your sense of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and feeling. Yeah, so there are 5 senses. Okay? Alright, so that's your senses. Sounds, this is something that you can hear from anything, from things or people. So sound, something that you can hear. We have your image. Okay, kids, I want you to repeat after me. Every time I read new words, I want you to repeat after me. Okay, so senses, sounds, we have your image. So image is like the same with things that you can see, like pictures. Okay, stanza. So when we say stanza, please go back to your book. So for the poem that we just read, the first three words, that's your first stanza. So it's sometimes, no, mostly it is, how do you say it? Separated from the other words. For example, I am kind. I am small. Great. Okay. So stanza, kids. This is your first stanza and this will be your second stanza. So it's very important to know these words, especially if we are talking about poems, okay? So again, stanza, first stanza, second stanza, and so on and so forth, okay? It depends how many stanzas there are in a poem, right? Expression, when we say expression, it's how you react from things. It's either like, for example, you hurt yourself and you would say, ouch. So ouch, that is one way of expressing that you're hurt. Okay, next, pattern. Pattern is something that we follow. It can be colors and numbers. It depends, but it's something which we follow, okay? It's something that shows us how things work or how do we do something. Okay, so onomatopoeia, it is, okay, I'll give you example first. So for example, ouch, hooray, boom. Okay, these words we call them onomatopoeia. Okay, let's say it again, onomatopoeia. So these are words with this same thing how we say it, same thing that how we hear them. So there's a lot, kids, and we are going to learn more of these words later on during our class, okay? And this one, okay, I'll just remove this because this is part 3, okay? So I'll discuss this more later on. All right, so that's your vocabulary. Now, let's talk about your part 2. Hear the sounds. We have your sh sound, sh sound. So there are different ways for us to write this sound. So this sound, it doesn't always have to be S and H, okay? For example, in here, we cannot see the letters S, H, but we can still hear the sound here. So there are different ways. All right, so let's read them all together. Please follow after me. We have your machine, shh. Okay, what's the sound again? Shh, shh, shh. Okay, machine, machine, machine. Okay, next, special, special, special. Where's the SH sound? Here, okay? It's here, not this one. So special, special, special. Good. Next, sugar, sugar, sugar. Okay. So if you notice, we don't have the H letter here, but still the sound is sh. Sugar, sugar. Okay. Next, pension, 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 pension. All right. Next, mission, mission, mission. Okay, please try your best to follow after me, kids, and repeat like how I say the sound. Okay, mission. Next, pressure, 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 pressure. Okay, good. And lastly, nation, nation. So the sound is here, but you cannot see S and H, right? So nation, nation, nation. Okay, good. So kids, later on I will be giving you like maybe I will be giving you 3 tasks to do later, because we need to maximize using your book, because I think it's very nice book and there are really a lot of activities here that we can do together. So please prepare. I want you to prepare your notebooks and your pencils, no, pens, because we are going to do a lot of tasks, and by the end of our class I will be sending you your homework as well. Okay, all right, so kids, this is just a presentation. There's still a lot that I have to explain to you, so please prepare, and I'll see you later. Okay, I'm back, kids. So I hope you did understand the presentation and the topic for today, which is sensational poems. Now, this time, kids, I will be giving you some tasks to do, and that would be on page 84 of your English book. So task 1, what are we going to do? Okay, so please open your book so you can follow what page it is. So on page 84, open your book, letter A, we have, it says here we have 5 senses, right? Do you know what they are? Write them down in the diagram. So you can use your book and just write the other senses. So one sense already been written here, so you just have to complete them. Okay, all right, so that's easy for task 1. So there's 2. Letter B, on or next to the diagram, note some of the things that you are experiencing through your senses right now. So it's very specific. It says here right now. So right now, maybe you're sitting down, so try to feel anything around you. What can you hear? What can you smell? What can you feel? Okay, so write that down just beside the diagram that you just did earlier. Okay, all right, easy. All right, so that's your task 1. Now for task 2, that would be on page 84 and 85. That's letter C and letter D. Now for letter C, list some synonyms and antonyms for each word in the table. So we have here a table, and the words here, you have to write down synonym and antonym. So synonym, kids, just a review, synonyms are words with the same meaning. Okay, so for example, cold. What are the words with the same meaning as cold? And antonyms is the opposite of the word. Okay, so cold, then you can say antonym, it's okay, you should know that. So you can do more research to do this, especially if you are not if you don't really know the words here, but I think you can do it because these words are very simple. Okay, and lastly we have your letter D. So in letter D, write a senses poem. Describe how you experience something through your senses. Use these poems as inspiration for your own. Choose your own topic. Write in the past or present tense. Your poem doesn't have to rhyme. Okay, so you just have to make your own poem. Okay, and it's something that maybe you feel right now, something that you can hear right now. So kids, it doesn't matter if it's long or short. I just want you to follow the topic. So any topic, but it concentrate on the things that you can feel right now, okay? All right, so that would be a lot of things to do, but don't worry, I will give you time and I will stay here to assist you to finish all the tasks at hand, okay? All right, so I'll see you later, kids, and I'll give you homework to do. Okay, kids, welcome back. Let's have a wrap up of the things that we learned today. So today we finished 2 parts of your Unit 6, which is sensational poems. We learned some vocabularies talking about paragraphs and also your senses. So for the senses, it's just like a review for you because you've been learning that for a long time. And also during our class, we learn about rhymes and sounds and how to write a poem. So basically today we learn about using words to describe and to write a poem, okay, expressing yourself, right? So kids, for your homework, we are going to do page 86 and 87 of your workbook. So I've been showing you this book. You should be familiar with your book. Again, we have to maximize using your book. For page 86, we are going to just match. Okay, this is a fun activity, I think, because you have to know the sounds of your animals. And what is the sound of an elephant? I'm not even sure what it is. So kids, I think you have to do some research, because some of the animals here, it's something that we don't normally learn from school. So you have to do a little research. You can handle that by yourself, right? So you have to match. You just have to write the answer just beside the name of the animal. So what you have to do is to know the sound of the animals. Okay, next, letter B, write a short poem based on the animal sound. So basically you just have to write a poem, and there are few phrases here that you can use to complete your poem. Okay, so it's just 4 lines. This is just a 4 sentences paragraph, so it's gonna be easy. You don't have to write a very long one. So letter C, find noisy verbs. Okay. Alright, so kids, you will be guided by your workbook, because there are also hints on how you're going to answer them. So for example, bang. What are the things that produces the sound of bang? It can be gun, or what else? Okay. You should find new things that produces the sound, and so on and so forth, okay? And lastly, kids, make up your own noisy verbs to express the sound made by this thing. So this one is also easy. There are 4 pictures here. What sound does a bell produce? So is it meow? Is it ow? I don't think so. So kids, you have to make your own sounds, okay? So for a bell, if you heard a sound of a bell before, you should write your answer here. And what is the sound of a closed van, a train, and like this is a forest. Oh, okay. No, this is a dog. This is a dog, and what does a dog sounds like? Okay, so that's it, kids. Please do your best to answer all the activities and homework that I gave you. Again, don't worry, because I'll stay and help you out finish them all. Okay, so thank you for your time. Thank you for patiently attending your classes. I'll see you again next time.